I started using Auteur in August of 2022, and at the time Auteur was almost a brand new company. I called them a pioneer. I literally thought that Auteur had just created a new category in luxury skincare, specifically into the anti-aging space. There's anti-aging, and Auteur had just created a brand new category that I call reverse the signs of aging. And I think the industry is kind of catching up with that. Vogue is calling Auteur now the Hermes of skincare. They have definitely created a brand that's kind of redefining some of the terms when it comes to anti-aging. And today I want to talk to you about my results. Most of the products have been reformulated and improved based on feedback from clients, and there's also a few very exciting new products that I want to talk to you about. Hi, I'm Desi Stark, and I have been experimenting with luxury skincare and beauty products for the last 25 years of my life. So first, I do want to tell you that as I mentioned, I've been using Auteur for the last 12 months, only in the evening. I do believe that Auteur is a brand that doesn't have to be used twice a day, and the formulas are so concentrated and so unique that it's probably best that you only use them at night. Obviously, there's a few products that you can use in the morning as well. So it's been a year and a half since I posted that video. Maybe we can do a side-by-side comparison, but I am a year and a half older. And even back then in August, September of 2022, when I posted that video, I wasn't that young to begin with. But there's a few significant changes that actually happened within the last 12 months or ever since I started using Auteur. I've always had these very pesky smile lines, and I've been trying to get rid of them for a very, very long time, and I still refuse to do filler. I don't go to the spa. I don't do any professional treatments. The only thing that I do, and I do very well, is skincare. And Auteur is definitely a brand that completely removed these smile lines. I have a lot of friends that are plastic surgeons, and I have so many arguments with my friends because they always say that sagging is something that you cannot fix simply with skincare. You have to go under the knife. And I think I'm proof now that that is not true, and I never believed that to be true because obviously I've been using the right skincare with the expectation that it will take a while. So one visible actually result has been a firmer, more lifted skin. Another improvement that I noticed, I no longer have dark circles or do experience puffiness, which is something that I've struggled all of my life. And yes, I have found some really good products in the past that would do so, but this brand actually completely removed my under eye darkness, which is actually very unusual because in my case it's actually not dehydration, it's more there's a genetic component. I'm European, I have a Mediterranean gene in me. If you have a genetic component, those are actually difficult to fix, but not impossible. I also had a very pronounced kind of a line here and another one here. It's something that every time I would look at myself in the mirror, I would see it. Not to mention all the other lines on, on my forehead and also around my eye area, crow's feet, and etc. And all those have not only diminished, but they're actually completely gone. And the reason I know this is because the only procedure that I actually take is Botox, and I used to do Botox every 3 months. Now I'm noticing that I'm actually spreading my sessions a little bit more. The last time I didn't even do Botox for 7 months, which is something that I haven't done in, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 years maybe. Also, hyperpigmentation has completely diminished. I remember a few years ago I was spending some time with my niece. She's 11 now, but back then she was younger, and we were hanging out at the pool, and obviously we're swimming and we're having a lot of fun. And then the following day I took her out for ice cream. It was in the afternoon. She kind of looked at me and she said, "Desi, yesterday you had spots on your face and now you don't have them anymore. Where are the spots? What happened to them?" And she was talking about my dark spots and hyperpigmentation, which I had some on my forehead and a little bit here. And obviously at the pool, I didn't have any makeup, so you could see them. But then when we were going for ice cream, I had makeup on, so you couldn't see them anymore. That kind of actually hit me a little bit because I hadn't thought about that. But those spots have actually completely diminished as well. All of the hyperpigmentation is gone. My tone is overall more unified. And the last thing, which was not a really big problem with me because I started actually fixing this a while ago, but the lines on my neck are completely gone. We spend so much time in front of our cell phones and we get the tech neck. I'm sure you've heard that expression. But obviously I went on reverse when it comes to necklines. I used to have them here, especially because I used to drive a lot from office to office. I used to drive a lot for work, and for some reason it never really dawned on me to apply a lot of sunscreen or to reapply my sunscreen. So I had those very pronounced lines, especially on this side, but now they are completely gone. I strongly believe that if you look good, you do have the tendency to feel a little better about yourself. Your confidence level actually kind of rises a little bit. And for me, that's actually worth the investment. And as you know, I do look for products that are unique, that perform better than others. I'm always in pursuit of finding that special, innovative product that is kind of beating the other ones. And I go through a lot of skincare for that reason. So how is Auteur different, and why exactly did it give me the results that it gave me? I'll give you the 3 main reasons, and at the end I will show you exactly the evening routine that I have been using. So number 1 is active ingredients. It's very difficult to find a brand or even one product that is packed with a lot of active ingredients at the right concentration level. And the problem is, when you're looking at a product on the label, you can see the ingredients, but you can't see the concentration level of each ingredient. And unfortunately, even if an ingredient is actually listed on the label, if it's at a very small, minimal concentration level, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, it could be on the label, but it's useless. That's a very difficult thing to do because they packed 40 ingredients in each bottle, up to 40 ingredients. That's a lot of active ingredients, by the way. And the main ones, the ones that actually really contribute to reversing the signs of aging, are at such concentration, such a large and high concentration level, that they're actually helping you to reverse the signs of aging. And that's the trick. That's the biggest thing about Auteur. A lot of active ingredients in every bottle at a high concentration level, because it's very difficult to pack so many ingredients at such a high concentration level and still be actually less expensive than actually the competition. The only brand that I can name that I know that can directly compete with Auteur is actually MBR, Medical Beauty Research. This is another brand that I've been using for 10 years. Another German brand. Actually, these are 2 German brands. But I do have to say, MBR has some products that are directly competing with Auteur, or the other way around, because Auteur is actually a newer company, but they're actually technically double the price. And Auteur still beats them on the concentration level of active ingredients. The second important thing that's very noticeable about Auteur is a variety of ingredients, variety of peptides. I very often talk about peptides. The most important active ingredients in your regimens are the right variety of peptides, retinol or retinoids or retinoic acid, and growth factors. These are the 3 ingredients that are kind of a must in your regimen. And Auteur not only has all 3 of these, but the peptides and the variety and the formulations of the peptides are just simply blow your mind incredible. See, peptides are short amino acid chains, and they make up certain proteins that are needed by your skin. In short, peptides help with collagen and elastin production. This is the main purpose of peptides. But here's the thing with peptides, because they're short amino acid chains, depending on how the formulation is, or how those amino acid chains are structured, or how many of them you put one after another, or how you order them, you can technically have an unlimited variation of peptides. So my point here is there's no 1 or 2 types of peptides. You never know what kind of peptide you're getting in your formulation, in your cream. Is it a successful one? Does it work? Well, you don't really know until you try it. And because there is a limitless possibility of variation of peptides, you really don't know if you're getting a good one in your skincare. Well, that's the most shocking part about Auteur, because their peptides are formulated in a way that they actually work to reverse the signs of aging. So that's why I say that Auteur probably has a really like an award-winning scientific team that is working on these peptides, because all of them are just absolutely incredible. Auteur also uses Cynic, which is a patented peptide created by a different brand. So they are putting that peptide, and that's a peptide that's actually proven to have a Botox-like effect. They also have their own formulations that are very similar, but they use such a huge variety of peptides, and all of the formulations of peptides are successful. And that's actually the most valuable part of Auteur. And the last thing that actually kind of makes Auteur different is you can find a complete routine within the brand. They don't have 100 different products, but they have enough products, sufficient amount of products, that if you get a few of them and if you have your evening skincare routine and if you're consistent, you will actually see improvement in your skin and the signs of aging will be reversed. Now I would love to show you my exact routine, every product that I've been using for the last year and a half, and I will also show you the order that I've been using them. A couple of times a week I would use the Definitive Enzyme Cleanser. This is a powder to cream with a little bit of water. It has a little bit of an exfoliating power, but it's not harsh. You can, by the way, leave it as a mask on for a minute or so. It will completely polish away all of your dead cells and remove all impurities. It will make your skin glowing and radiant pretty much immediately. So the first thing that I would use is the Definitive Lifting Toner. I'm in love with this product. This product is so universal. So this is a toner, an essence, and a first serum all in one. You can also use it to kind of hydrate your face throughout the day and refresh your face. You can use it under makeup, you can use it over makeup. It does have a kind of the ability to lift your skin a little bit. I did not think that it would, because it's a spray, but boy, there is some real power in this toner. And again, it's a very cloud-like, very subtle mist, but it does work. I love this product. And it also obviously kind of preps your skin quite well for the next product, because when you're using an essence or a toner, or even if you just wet your face immediately before you apply your skincare, pretty much serves as a vehicle for your next serum to penetrate a little bit deeper. Definitive Line Serum, this is the one that I call Botox in a bottle, and this is one that I don't ever want to stop using. I used to use a similar one from MBR, similar formula I would say. It was the Ultra Peptide serum, and the difference is the Ultra Peptide is 2 times more expensive. This is half the price, and I think I prefer this one more just because the concentration of peptides here, and it does have Cynic, by the way, which is the Botox-like peptide. It has a lot of other things, but Cynic is the one that my heart belongs to. But this has a higher concentration of actives in it, so it works actually even a little bit more than the Ultra Peptide. It's actually more potent. This is it. Like, this is the product. I declare this the product of the century. After this, I would apply the Retinol serum. And I do have to say that this is a recent addition. I've only been using this for the last, I would say, 5 or 6 months. I live in Southern California, and in fall time it gets very kind of warm here and very dry. We have the Santa Ana winds and they blow very strong, but they also bring, in addition to a lot of heat and warmth, they also bring a lot of dry air. I mean, it becomes so dry, there's like literally no hydration, moisture in the air. So my regular tretinoin was kind of starting to irritate my skin a little bit. I started experiencing a lot of dryness. So I started using this, and I can't stop now. This is the only hydrating retinol on the market, period. I think even for people with sensitive skin, this will actually work, and it's still a concentration level that it would actually work for you. After that, I would use the hyaluronic activator, and this is not just hyaluronic acid. This actually in addition has growth factors and ceramides and hyaluronic acid obviously, but this is a very complete anti-aging product as well. The eye cream, the definitive eye cream, in the beginning when I started using this a year and a half ago, I didn't actually think much of this cream, but I decided to stick with it, and I'm so grateful that I did. This is the cream that removed my darkness. Yes, it took a while, but that is the expectation with skincare, by the way. If you have serious damage and serious problems that you want to fix, kind of like my dark circles, as I mentioned in my case, they're genetic, so I never thought it would be possible to completely remove my dark circles. Well, this actually completely removed darkness, completely removed puffiness. I no longer get puffiness, and also fixed fine lines and some of the wrinkles that I used to have around my eye areas. And this is the other product that we have to talk about. This is the Definitive Density Cream, and I want to make sure that I say this very, very loudly. There isn't a better anti-aging cream on the market than this. This density cream is a density cream. This gives you a lift and a firmness. This is the cream that these two products, the line serum and the density cream, if you get only these and just gotta supplement, and retinol obviously, but they don't have competition on the market right now. This density cream is so spectacular, and by the way, we'll talk about reformulations, but this was actually reformulated, I'll have to say, maybe 3, 4, 5 months ago. So in the beginning when I started using Auteur, because these were so highly concentrated, so there was a little bit of a balling at the end, and I think it was predominantly when you layered the line serum with the density cream on top. Never really bothered me that much because once again, I'm applying them at night, so I'm going to sleep, who cares, right? But Auteur had actually taken feedback from everyone, and they have reformulated everything, so the textures of everything now are actually more fluid without compromising the effectiveness or the quality of the product. So right now, the density cream is the most perfect anti-aging cream on the market. Period. And the most recent addition to my routine and my collection is actually the lip renewal treatment. It doesn't get better than this. I have tried so many lip treatments, hundreds and hundreds of lip treatments and lip moisturizers and balms and everything that there is on the market I have tried, and it doesn't really get better than this. This actually has no scent, no taste. It's actually a very kind of a thin consistency, but you feel it immediately on your lips like a pillow. It's like a little cloud, and then you apply this at night, you wake up with 10 years younger lips. So if you have dry lips, aging lips, this is the treatment for you. Now for the winter, this is the perfect solution. So this is pretty much the routine that I've been using. I want to mention a few other products that I have. One of them is kind of the hero of the brand. I'll dedicate a completely different episode on that because there's so much to say about it, but I will mention it. This is composition number 1. This is kind of the elite of the whole brand. It does contain retinol on its own. It does contain, this is pretty much a combination between the line serum, the probably hyaluronic activator, and the retinol in one. It has some other innovative peptides. It also has Cinec, the Botox-like effect, but this is a product unlike any other. Actually, I'll have to say this is very close to a product that I've tried before. It's called Liquid Surgery. It's by Medical Beauty Research. Liquid Surgery is about, I think they just increased their prices. I think it's $2,200, which makes it exactly 2 times more expensive than this. This is the epitome, this is the elite, this is creme de la creme. This is the one that encompasses everything that you would want in an anti-aging serum. This is an alternative to plastic surgery. Facelift in Newport Beach, where I live, is anywhere between $30,000 and $70,000, and this is you know, we're talking about a fraction of that, right? Oh, the Definitive Neck and Décolleté Cream. This is the one actually that I had to use only for 2 months and it completely removed all my lines. I used to use this every other night. This cream during the winter, if you're very, very dry on your face, you can use this on your face as well. It doesn't have to be just on your neck and décolleté. It's not heavy, but it does give you extra hydration. And by the way, none of these have any particular scent. Most of these are actually, all of them are unscented. We're not going to talk about taste because we're not going to eat them, but if some of them have a scent, it's so faint and subtle that you can't even actually smell it that much. I have what I call the nose, so I can smell every little nuance. So even if most people would call a product unscented, I can still smell it. But most of these are actually, 90% of them are unscented, which is something that the brand actually thought about, because a lot of people nowadays are, you know, have a certain sensitivity towards certain scents and smells and etc. And most people actually just don't want to bother with the scent. I personally don't mind a good scented product, but if it's unscented, even better. And the last product that I want to talk to you about is the Optimizing Mask. This is another hero of a product. This will give you an instant depuff of your face. That's why I love to use this in the morning. And also it will smooth and erase all of your wrinkles. And if you use it once or twice, 3 times a week, every week, with time, it will have more of a long-term effect as well. But if you use it once, you will see instant depuff effect, because it does contain willow bark extract, which actually contributes tremendously, and it has a little bit of menthol as well, and that actually removes your puffiness immediately. I only keep it on for about 15 minutes. It has a cooling effect, but also it will kind of smooth everything. It will create this beautiful canvas so you can apply your makeup after that. I've been experimenting with skincare for very long time, but I've seen such drastic and kind of consistent results with this brand that I really don't want to stop using it now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.